Howdy, how's it going, everybody? Neighborhood Friendly Cheesecake Trick Sneed up in the booth here tonight for round number 11 of Sidewinder Racing League Spittin Venom Podcast Late Models. We are at Indianapolis Raceway Park for 75 laps. The playoffs have officially began. Top 10 drivers gonna begin their battle for the championship for 4 rounds, and then the top 4 in points will advance and fight at I don't even remember. I remember I do this every week, trying to figure out where they end up going. Hickory. Points on screen: Cody Brown, Blake Giglio, Billy Gregg, Harry Grindell, Lucas Hoitzma, Daniel Llewellyn, Hayden Lowell, Lucas Longmire, Cliff Mullins, and Kyler Staley. The 10 drivers that are going to be battling it out for this championship. Points are reset to 600. So that is going to be a fun thing to watch and see the points update as we progress. Alright, so with just over a minute remaining, fastest driver out on track. 62, Dominic Lumley. Ran a 22.039. Grindell close behind, less than a 1,000th. Yeah, Blake Giglio 3rd, Billy Gregg 4th, and Lucas Hoitzma in 5th. Top 5 separated by just a 10th. We got 12 drivers out on track tonight to take on IRP for these here late models. Just under 20 seconds remaining, we'll get the 3-lap qualifier underway. And that will do it for practice. Dominic Lumley in the 62, fastest fella out on track for practice. Qualifying now going to be underway. See who the first drivers out on track are going to be. Looks like clean track head. Looks like it's going to be the 51 machine, Bradley Wilson. 98 machine, Billy Gregg coming out on track as well. 98 trying to get heat into the tires. 70 Harry Grindell. 17 of Cody Brown. And the 62 of Dominic Lumley. Dominic trying to do the same thing. And May got hit with qualifying scrutiny. 31 Kyler Staley down and away. 37 of Cliff Mullins. Trying to get heat in his tires as well. Lap times starting to pull in here. 51 Bradley Wilson jumps to early pole. Billy Gregg in the 98 up to P2. Right now, 51 still the time to beat with a 22.176. Grindell gets his first lap in, just about 2/10 off. 17 of Cody Brown completes his first lap. Second lap's now coming in. 51 completes his second lap. White flag in the air for him. And Billy Gregg in the 98 jumps to pole. See if he has anything left. As the 70 machine, Harry Grindell jumps to pole. 22.118. He's on his last lap right now as he comes through 3 and 4. Dominic Lumley in the 62, currently P3. About to complete his second lap, so he comes down the back straight. Pole position separated by less than a tenth. And the 62 tapped the wall. I don't know if that will invalidate his lap. He still scored P3. He's on his last lap now. Lucas Hoytsma jumps to P4. And off of corner number 4, Dominic Lumley. Is it enough to jump to pole? It is not. Lumley, P3. Cliff Mullins on his final lap. He jumps up to P3. What a lap by Cliff. 16 Blake Giglio coming out on track as well. Warming up his tires. Daniel Llewellyn. On his first lap, I believe. Cliff Mullins going to park at P3 for the moment. Giglio on his first lap. We're starting his first lap. So it looks like 10 out of 12 drivers are going to put in a lap here with just over a minute remaining. And Blake immediately jumps to the top of the board. 22.075. See if his second lap is any faster. Just to add on to that. It's like 0.75, still the time to beat. His first lap, the quickest thus far. Through 3 and 4. A 21.982, 1/10 up over the rest of the field. Now that's a hot lap. And that will pretty much do it from qualifying. I don't see the 15 or the 83 out on pit road. Congrats to the 15 Jeremy Scherer, by the way. Jeremy, guys, first career Sidewinder Racing League win in the Super Speedway Series this past Friday night. That was pretty cool to see. And that will do it for qualifying. So, starting on pole, going to be the number 16 of Blake Giglio. Second, going to be the number 70 of Harry Grindell. Third, going to be the number 98 of Billy Gregg. Fourth, going to be the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Fifth, going to be the number 62 machine of Dominic Lumley. Dominic going to be one to really watch out for. Fastest in practice.
75 laps. No
Sixth
tires.
is going to be the number 97 of Lucas Hoytsma.
I'm just using the regular IRP setup.
Seventh is going to be the
here's
51 of Bradley Wilson.
I was at the start of the playoffs.
Eighth going to be the number 31 of Kyler Staley.
I didn't put any fucking decals on there to distinguish
Ninth going to be the 17 of Cody Brown. 10th going to be the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. 11th going to be the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. And right at the field here is going to be the number 83 of William Oshebranner.
Okay, so is there any bonus points?
No. Your bonus points are for leading a lap and leading the most laps.
Okay, and then this is playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I literally just said that.
Guys, do you get any bonus points for a 6th place qualifier?
Why you got fucking yell, man?
This league is going to be the reason why Cliff dies before he's 40.
Oh, man.
Try that in a small town, huh? Yeah.
So, this is a championship race then, right?
Yeah, it is. Go balls out from lap 1.
10-4, I'll make sure to rank this 37th running.
This
Hey, do we
Ford
get any
looks
tires
kind
or
of
fast
blurry.
repairs in this one?
So no pole sitter interview.
No. I fucking hate y'all.
Throw a Hail Mary like the Bears got thrown on them. Luca.
Somebody got.
Cody, it's too soon.
I was watching that game and I saw that and I'm just like, well, not like usual.
Yeah, saving this household.
One of these days, I think Harry is gonna mess that up and either spin out, hit the wall, or just door someone unintentionally, trying to move his tires like that.
Hey, is this being broadcasted?
No.
No.
Oh, and then how about lane choice?
What lap of stage?
Alt F4.
Oh, I didn't know that was a lap.
It is now. You go on and hit
It's
it.
the Joker lap. Alt F4 is the Joker
Press
lap.
that button, those 2 buttons and it'll tell you what
Alright! Pace truck! I think it was truck. Yeah, Pace truck is in. Barney has the green flag in his hand. 75 laps to begin the playoffs here in the Spittin Venom Latemodels is officially underway. 70 with the early race lead. Clears the 16 through 1 and 2. And the 98 trying to clip the apron. Comes back up the racetrack. It'll be almost 3 wide down the back straightaway for 5th spot. Back to 2 wide. The 62 now 2 wide with the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Let the games begin. 98, Billy Gregg looking to the inside. Lucas Hoytsma for an early 4th spot. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. Hoytsma able to hold on. Now trying to draw a lead on the number 37 machine into turn number 3. Jumps to his outside. Now under pressure in 2 wide. Once again with the 98. Down the front straight again. Hoytsma on the outside, ripping the fence, trying to make up some ground on the top. Mullins hanging out there on the inside. And Hoytsma with the nose out ahead. A game of passing in inches. Off of turn number 4, has the run, clears the 37, heading into turn number 1. Billy Gregg trying to follow suit. And Lucas staying on that outside. Going to try and reel in his teammate in the 16 for 2nd spot. This goes on. We'll go just a touch further back, see if we got any side-by-side action going on. Looks like pretty single file for the moment. 51 briefly looked to the inside of the 37 for a moment there. Hi, Ma. And Billy Gregg currently trying to draw a bead on the number 97 for that 3rd spot. And the 62 of Lumley. Trying to get underneath the 51. And the 17, Cody Brown, now 2 wide with the 31 of Kyler Staley for 8th position. Cody able to hang tough on that outside. Well, back to the battle for 3rd spot. Billy Gregg still just a car length or so behind the 97. And the 51 looking to the inside of Mullins for 5th. Trying to arc low, try to get the power down. Not able to turn underneath them. Back to single file. So right now, if I had to guess, the 16, probably trying to save a little bit of tire here. Once again, you're new, you don't get any extra sets of tires. You gotta manage the same set you start this race on. Giglio, super, super good at saving tires in the late models. Saving tires in general. Imagine that's probably what he's trying to do here. Very long race ahead here. 65 coming to 64 laps to go. '98, right to the rear bumper of the '97 for third. I'll try to give him a little love tap here off of 4. We go just towards tail of the pack here, the 31, Kyler Staley. Looking to get around the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. Not do anything there. We'll jump back up to the 98. Still pretty single file. Looks like it's probably going to be really difficult to pass. So, 15's in the wall. 31 gets into the back of him. Jumps to the inside. 2 wide. 31 sliding up. Not able to make the pass through 3 and 4. Throws it to the inside. Not able to get clear off of 2. But he is able to hang side by side. That is huge. And trying to make the passes clear for a second. Going to be able to slide up in front of the 15 and take the spot. So Kyler Staley moves up to 9th. And 51 machine Bradley Wilson gets around the 37 of Cliff Mullins for 5th. Mullins now under fire from the 62 of Dominic Lumley. The 98 still putting pressure on the 97. And they're just about caught in the 16 of Giglio for second spot. Harry's holding about a second or so gap back to second place on back. Zoom it on out here. Looks pretty single file. One still single file there. 31 under fire from the 17 of Cody Brown. Way up the surface. That may allow the 15 to get a run off of turn 2. The 37 still relatively close to the 51. The 51 isn't quite just driving away. He's made up a little bit of a gap, sure, but 37's still kind of hanging in there. He's definitely lost some ground to 37. Leaders coming up on lap traffic. Daniel trying to hold up the 70 potentially, so Giglio can reel him in. As Grindel now finally able to clear the 23, but has lost 4/10 in the process. And here comes Giglio, bringing the 97-98 with him. He lets the 16 by. It's the 97 by as well. Yeah, the 15's also under pressure from the 83 of Osterbrander for that 10th spot. And it looks like Osterbrander able to get around almost. They head into 3. Will able to take the spot off turn 4 for 10th position. So Grindel, lead has shrunk from a second down to just over half a second. I'm dealing with the lap car, the 23. The 97 is starting to open himself a gap between him and the 98 of Billy Gregg. And the 51 has put some distance between him and the 37. Cliff's still kind of chilling, still running similar lap times. The gap isn't huge by any means. Probably about the same as between the 16 and the 70. Drivers continue to just kind of play the tire wear game. Who can manage the tires the best? We are not even halfway yet.
Are we gonna have a halfway break?
No.
No.
Normally there's a caution by now. Blake continuing to chip at that lead. It went down to a little over 4/10 for a moment. Blake probably saved, I know, saved tire. As a 97 Pointsma trying to come in right behind him. .8 or .48, I should say. Giglio closing in. Bringing the 97 with him. And the 37's just about reeled in the 51. May see a a rematch for this 5th place position here. Mullins just now has got to the rear bumper of Bradley Wilson. Wilson running the bottom. Mullins with a run off corner exit. Shoots to the outside. Bradley running the apron, dips the tires in the grass, I think, trying to find some sort of speed. And off the 4, Cliff Mullins retakes 5th spot. Meanwhile, Giglio still trying to reel in the 70. Gap is getting smaller and smaller. Three tenths, just a couple of car lengths. So there are 3 tenths between Giglio and the 97. Billy Gregg trying to get back in on this action, running a lower line. Trying to find some speed. So we've hit 37 laps ago, just now over halfway. Giglio is all but there. Battle for the race lead about to seriously start heating up. Where does Blake strike? Looking to the inside through 3 and 4. Not quite able to get the run. 70 a little loose on the corner exit. And Blake shooting to the inside. Gets his nose under him. Off of 2. Pulling alongside. Side by side for the race lead. Can Grindell hang on the outside? Down the front straight, contact is made. More contact. Giglio nosing out ahead through 1 and 2. Goes for the slider. Going to slide up. And off of turn number 2, new leader Blake Giglio takes control here at IRP. Hoitzman now trying to get around the 70. Down the back straight. Has a little run. Giglio immediately going to work trying to extend that race lead. Has pulled a couple car lengths over the 70 and the 97. As Hoitzma looking to the inside of Grindell for second. Has to fall back in line. Trying to arc the corner, down the corner, trying to get a better run off the corner. Looks to the inside, able to drive under. Side by side for second spot. Contact. Right in the same spot as the 16 and the 70. 97 makes contact as well. Still 2 wide as Grindell gets in the outside wall. As they stay 2 wide, Giglio has to love to see it. That allows him to extend his gap. And the 70 still fighting strong on the outside. Hoitzma looking to clear off turn number 2. Clear for the moment, able to come up in front. Lucas Hoitzma moves up to second as they come onto some lap traffic. I believe that's the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. Jeremy's in the outside wall. the ball again, staying up high for the leaders. '97 and just about the 70 caught him in a bad place. Couldn't get the arc of the corner like he wanted. But Giglio has opened that gap to just about a second. Oh! 15 bounced off the wall, and I think almost into the 98. .25 laps to go. .23 going by the 15. That is for position. Daniel Wallen going to move up into 11th and takes the lucky dog spot. And with the 70 burning up his tires here, this 98 machine may be able to get a run and take third spot. And the 17, Cody Brown, has just gone a lap down. Cody now in the lucky dog spot. Last car on the lead lap is the 83 of William Osterbranner. Can't quite see the leaders yet. This review, oh, you can see Blake just now coming into frame. Don't think they'll catch him, as someone's come down pit road. 15 machine Jeremy Scherer has come down pit road. The gap still holding at just about a second between the 16 and the 97. The 70 of Grindel has held about a second over the 98 machine. That has not moved too much. Closest battle we got, I believe, is the 62 and the 31. Kyler Staley and Dominic Lumley, 4-6 spot. Coming to 20 laps to go from IRP. Someone else has come down pit road. I believe that's the 17 of Cody Brown. Cody Brown on pit road. That's an interesting thought. Now it's just lap cars come down pit road, but is fuel going to be an issue? As the 51 gets passed by the 83, so Brad Wilson drops down to 9th. He's now the last car on the lead lap. He's coming down pit road. Is fuel going to be an issue? .9 still the gap between Giglio and Hoytsma. Mullins trying to get around Llewellyn. This ain't for position. Llewellyn's still a lap down. And currently in the lucky dog spot. Only car one lap down. Everyone else is on pit road. And Mullins looking to his inside. Mullen wants to try and go after Greg for 4th. Daniel not wanting him to go by. Cliff finally able to take it, and Daniel going to shoot right back to the inside. As Greg is starting to reel in that 70. And gets that right around 9/10. As Hoytsma, I think, just had a bobble.
I hate you.
As 51 has wrecked on pit road. 62's wrecked on pit road too from the looks of it. What in the world happened here? Just got in the fence. And 51 just doing donuts on pit road. Giglio maintaining a second gap now. Lap starting to... Last start to the end, but coming to the end of it. It'll be 12 laps to go. Starting to reel in the 83 of Osterbranner. .37 trying to reel in the 98 for fourth spot. Oh God, you blew it right front. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. So I wonder if a couple guys here, that's why they're on pit road, they blew a right front tire. That'd definitely do it. 10 laps to go. And Mullins has caught the 98. .98 almost in the wall. I have to wonder if the 98's almost blown a right front with how tight that car has gotten right there. We saw Harry was having an issue keeping the car under him. I wonder how his tires faring. Yep, so Jeremy also blew a right front off. Interesting. Whoa, what happened to Cliff? He has lost a ton of time. Contact between him and the 98. I have to try and reel him back in. I don't think he has enough time now. And Osterbranner has gone a lap down. Six laps to go. Someone else in the wall. 31, Kyler Staley. Right front tires starting to go down as, yep, everyone lets the 16 by on the outside. Coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. That was almost disastrous. As the 37 is back side by side with the 98 for fourth spot. Contact into 1. 5 to go. Mullins through to fourth.
Damn, Cliff.
Cliff said to hell with his tires. He's going to go try and run everyone down. Mullins trying to reel in the 70. Coming to 3 laps to go. And Mullins has gotten around the 70. Mullins is hauling ass. We get a random rewind check, and I think Cliff could probably battle for the lead here. Grindel.
I need a black there. Apparently my front tire is going down.
Yep, I was about to say, I hear a lot of road noise to the 70. You hear that?
Finish with it.
Compared to
Cliff?
Cliff? Yeah, he has just blown a right front. Here comes Billy Gregg. We're on the white flag.
Come on, Cliff, do it. I need it. My tire's been...
I don't think it does with a meatball. It should be fine.
I think Billy's in the same boat. Yep. Checkered flag is out. Blake Giglio is your winner. Second place goes to Lucas Hoytsma. Third goes to the
Did
37
everybody blow their right front?
of Cliff Mullins. They're just now finishing,
I
yeah.
was literally fine until like 5 laps ago, and then it just gave up.
I think a lot of them did.
Yeah. Third on
I
back.
did.
Fourth on back.
All right, I've got the results just in case it changes, but I don't think it changes with a meatball.
All right. Cliff, it's Cheesecake. You got me?
Hold on, I gotta mute you. Okay, now we can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Well, you started fourth, hung out about fifth or sixth for the majority of it, and then people didn't save the right front, started blowing right front tires, and here you come charging through the field like a bat out of hell up to third.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of felt like that's what was going to happen using the iRacing setup. I knew it was going to chew up the right front some. So I mean, early part of the race, I was just riding, and it kind of felt like if you ran too high, you heated the tire up too much. If you ran too low, you ended up wearing it out more. So it was just kind of like staying right there in the middle was where you wanted to be at. And yeah, I mean, I got right there behind Bradley, and I could see his tires were going, and I got in behind Daniel, and Daniel was he happened to be running in the exact line that I wanted to run, so he was pissing me off beyond anything, and I don't know how many times I flipped him off coming off the corner. But once I finally was able to get around him, you know, I caught Billy pretty quick. We kind of, I don't know if he come down on me or or if I was just, I don't know what it was that happened that first time, and I got completely sideways. That might have helped me to save my right front more, but I caught right back up to him, and then we touched again, and Dominic got all mad at me. I said, "Damn!" So I don't know if I did it, if it looks terrible on the replay or not. But sorry, Billy. I was just trying to hold on to that one line I knew I wanted to run, and then I saw that Harry was losing his too. So kind of felt like I don't know how the hell Blake and Lucas did it, keeping that kind of pace. They're just aliens. I don't know how the hell they do that shit.
Yeah, and with that, it just now occurred to me, hell is froze over. That's 75 laps flag to flag.
It is. I know. I was surprised at that. I knew that those guys that, well, I mean, Kyle said that he blew his right front, so I kind of thought he was saving a lot, waiting for a caution, and it just never happened. So I was just kind of minding the gap right there to where I could still see the leaders, and didn't want to. I mean, it was a whole. I mean, really, the first 50 laps of this thing, I was not pushing at all, and then once I started to go, it come to life, and I could see everybody was just coming right back to me. So it worked out. I was kind of surprised we actually. Once we get all the riffraff out of here and get a decent group of guys around here, we could actually do a flag to flag race like that.
Well, man, either way, congratulations on the P3. Sponsor shout-outs.
Yeah, Pinnacle Trailer Sales, trailers. I can't even say it no more. Jesus Christ. Pinnacle Trailer Sales, Curly's Guns and More, Spittin Venom Podcast, Low Drag Esports, all the guys at C2X, Midnight Performance, Liberty Speed Shop. You for doing this broadcast, and Jaron, Emily, and Alicia for supporting me with this stuff. Love you guys, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can't keep up with Harry in this thing.
All right, man. Well, congrats once again on the podium.
Yep, thank you.
Cliff Mullins, P3 here tonight. We pull in second place. Lucas Cheesecake, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you started sixth, kind of ran behind Blake for the majority of it, working y'all's way up towards Harry, and y'all saved enough tire, got around him, and then after that, just looks like the gap kind of stagnated and lap traffic happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, classic Blake strategy. He was sitting there saving a little tire, and I was like, well, that seems like it could work. So I stayed down there toward the bottom and just let the car kind of rotate there on that seam. And, yeah, all of a sudden, everybody just disappeared about 50 laps in, and then 5 to go, I look behind me, and the closest car is 10 seconds. I'm like, what happened to these guys? I finished on 36% of my right front, so I don't know what everybody was doing different, but I know that me and Blake did a good job saving ours, so I'm proud of that. And a second place to start the playoffs or chase is really good.
Yes, sir. Well, with that, For first time this season, flag to flag, I have one question. If we did get a late race green white checkered there, just 5 or so laps, do you think you had anything for Blake?
No, maybe a Hail Mary or something. But no, I got the 50% call out on my right front about 10 or so laps before him, maybe 7. So I knew there was a pretty big difference between our right front, and I mean, he's just Blake, so not much I could have done. But I definitely could have wrecked him for it. It would have changed things a little bit. But being this early in the chase and just wanting to get points, I don't know if I would have done it.
All right, man. Well, you got any sponsor shout-outs in that RC97?
Yes, sir. Just shout out to Quinn and 712 Breaks, you for doing the broadcasting, Cliff for continuing this series. I've enjoyed it.
He hasn't.
Huh?
He hasn't.
Oh. Okay. Well, thanks to whoever continued it. I don't know. And yeah, I guess shout out to everybody for letting it go flag to flag.
Yes, sir. Congrats once again.
Thank you. See ya.
I think you might have missed the joke a little bit there. He said he's enjoyed it, and I said Cliff hasn't. I know Cliff hasn't enjoyed it. And he's hated it every damn near second of it up until tonight, probably. Blake's Cheesecake, you got me?
How's it going?
Man, we had a flag-to-flag late model race. Hell froze over.
Dude, I don't know if you were telling him on the broadcast now. You better watch out for that 16 on those long runs.
That I literally say that every
Dude, I was telling Lucas if we lose him, I'd be pissed because I felt like I was saving my tires real good. And when we weren't catching him, I was getting nervous.
Oh, I knew it was a matter of time because Harry straight up said saving tires not his forte. As soon as I saw the gap open up to about a second, I'm just thinking, well, Harry's probably not saving tire. Blake's always saving tire. Lucas is right behind him, so he's probably saving Blake. So I'm gonna give this to probably about halfway. Then we're going to see Blake fighting for the lead, and like 3 laps after halfway, you're side by side. I'm like, well, there we go.
I didn't think I was going to win because Lucas, I think, was saving a little bit better than me. And I think when I got clean air, I was able to kind of drive away, because I was able to clear Harry pretty fast, I thought. I kind of just threw a slider down in 1 and 2. And I think that was the telling, right there, what I could get clear. I saw him and Lucas battling for a little while. I think that's what saved me here tonight.
Yes, sir. But either way, open up this playoff bid with a win, so congrats on that. Have we had a green-white checker, I guess a late race caution sort? Would there be any nervousness, or you think you'll be able to drive away from it?
I don't know. You know how those late races go. I qualified on the pole by 2 tenths, so I think I had a good shot. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was going to be able to compete if I didn't get, hit or anything, but those late races, you don't know what's going to happen. Something like that goes crazy. So just glad we were able to get the win tonight. I was really surprised at the qualifying performance. We really set down a good one there. So hopefully we can get it done here in street stocks here in a little while.
Yes, sir. You got any sponsor shout-outs on that 16?
M9 Performance, obviously. CDC Racing, Ludwig Esports. You for broadcasting. Cliff for putting on this league. And let's get the street stock win here.
Yes, sir. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
Blake Giglio, your winner here tonight, and with that, we'll go and get the sponsor poster up and going here. Big thanks to 712 Breaks, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Spittin Venom Podcast, Arc Music, Golden Eagle, Frisbee Racing, Random Randy Lee. Check them out on Twitch. Sneak Tube, Stone Game Farm, Tuning Technologies, DGSRacing.com. It is October. We got that blue ribbon. We've had that blue ribbon the entire time for the sponsor poster, but check out DG on his Twitch at twitch.com or twitch.tv/DGSwiss. Yeah. Thanks, broadcasters, the CTCRN, DG Broadcast Network, ProSim Network, and Wild Horse Broadcast Network. And I'll see y'all here in a little bit for Street Stocks. I gotta take a dump. See you, nerds.